When you put your faith in a medical professional, doesn't matter whether it's a dentist, a doctor, chiropractor, chiropodist, anything like that, you are putting your faith in that person to do the right thing by you for whatever reason you visit them in the first place. And more now, I'm seeing stories of where this goes terribly, terribly wrong, and sometimes with tragic consequences. How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Monday. Hope you're doing all right. I'm not too bad, still working, but there you go, you can't have everything. Well, speaking of working, these doctors and medical professionals work really hard, don't they? And they train ever so hard and learn all about the human body and the various different bones and muscles and everything that makes up our being, so they can fix us when we go wrong. And when we go and see somebody in whatever profession it is or whatever branch of medicine it is, we believe they know what they're doing. Well, have a look at this guy. "80-year-old John Lawler," that's a picture of him and his wife, went to a chiropractor because he obviously had trouble that needed sorting out. Well, he ended up with bigger trouble. The chiropractor, looks like they managed to break his neck. He wasn't dealt with properly, ended up a quadriplegic, and he died. All as a result of going to a chiropractor that called themselves a doctor, funnily enough. Turns out they weren't qualified at all. This is the person in question. Arlene Shelton, chiropractor extraordinaire, performed whatever she did on this poor old man, and the result of which ended his life. Left somebody a widow. Very tragic, very wrong. And with medical incompetence such as that, they should be struck off and never allowed to work again. And the full force of the law should be thrown at them. Well, guess what happened? I bet you can. Cleared of misconduct and allowed to carry on working, despite working as an unqualified medical professional and ending the life of one of her patients as a result of incorrect treatment applied. And the reason she did this, and the reason she said that she thinks the patient had had a stroke, and the reason records were not kept effectively, was all as a result of a psychological episode on the part of Miss Shelton, therefore playing the boo-hoo mental health card. It seems to me that anybody everywhere that gets caught out in whatever they've done wrong plays the mental health card, and that seems to be what gets you off or gets you lenient treatment these days. It seems to be every single time this happens, it's got to stop. You know, the mental health card can only take you so far to hide blatant incompetence like this. And the tragic thing is, it turns out that this poor fella could have survived if he was immediately immobilized and the fracture in his neck was treated as such. Instead, it was left to go on, and he was left in the state he was, and the poor bugger died. Unnecessary tragedy that could have been so easily prevented. When are these things going to get properly regulated, properly checked, and when is a mental health card going to stop being used to hide behind blatant incompetence? It's disgusting. Anyway, all the best to his widow, and hope she is as okay as she can be in the future. Must be horrible, must be tragic. I'm off, and I'll see you later with another one. This is a Cabby signing off. Toodaloo.